When I was a teenager, my dad told me, don't invest in stock market. It's like gambling. But being an obedient teenager, I said that's the first thing I want to do. But with zero guidance and knowledge, I ended up in huge losses. But your journey can be different than mine. So if you want to learn about stock markets in the most simplified and fun-filled manner, enroll now. Hey folks, Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to yet another Thursday live stream. And today, I'm sure you might have read the title. Today, we want to talk about 4 IPOs which are closing tomorrow. IPO market is really hot. So many IPOs which are coming up. 1 or 2 IPOs which got listed, I think yesterday. They've performed pretty well. So we have to at least try and get a gist, a summary of all these 4 IPOs. But to be honest, if I were to do a full-fledged analysis on all these stocks, then it'll take a lot of time. Typically, one IPO video, if I were to do a summary properly, then it should take around 15 to 20 minutes. And if I were to say 4 IPOs, then it'll go for more than an hour, right? So I thought that rather than making a video separately, why not cover this up in our live stream quickly? Would love to follow a specific angle or a specific format, I can say, for all these 4 companies. The first thing that I'm going to tell for all 4 companies is going to be the business model of the company. What does the company do typically? Then we'll talk about the strengths of that company. We'll also talk about the weaknesses or the risks of that company. And then ultimately, we'll also try and understand about the valuation. But this time, I'm not going to say whether it is undervalued or overvalued. Because it's a Thursday live stream, I always love to get feedbacks from you all. And I would just compare the company PE and PB with the industry PE and PB. And I would want you all to tell me, as per your knowledge on valuation, whatever we have learned on our channel, what do you feel, whether it's overvalued or undervalued, right? So we want to discuss about all 4 IPOs. But before I start the discussion, would quickly want to welcome all the new members. It's Shikin, Nitin, Kranti, Aishwarya, Ashwini, and Jagdish. All right. Okay. Fantastic. So that is it for now. And Rajesh is saying happy Thanksgiving Day to viewers from the USA. You can say Thanksgiving to everyone, Rajesh, of course, right? So you're from US, East Coast or West Coast, Rajesh? Okay. Balaji says Namaste Rachana Akka, Namaste Balaji. All right, so let's start. Purna is absolutely right. Purna is saying, oh, I missed your message one. Purna is saying it's raining IPOs, and it is. Have you noticed one thing? I mean, I should be wrong this time. मी कंटिन्यू करू तर म्हणायचं ठीक आहे आता एवढं आलं डिस्टर्ब केलंस तर म्हण तर ना मग डिस्टर्ब केलं तर म्हण हॅलो म्हण पटकन हॅलो आफ्टर अ लॉंग टाइम ही इज बॅक and I had told him to study, and that is the reason why he's finding all excuses. Are you studying right now? Yes. What are you studying? English and maths. English and maths. Okay, say bye bye. Bye. चलो इथे नको थांब काय हवं तुला All right, so Pranav is saying already hit like and marked my attendance. Thank you, Pranav. क्या बात है? Everyone is saying hi, everyone. Okay, hello. Chalo, so let's get started. We are going to discuss all these IPOs one by one. Fatapat. Acha, Rajesh is saying he's from South India, but he knows about the Thanksgiving, and that is the reason why he's wishing happy Thanksgiving to the people who are in the US right now. Okay, fantastic. So let us start. Okay, so first, we are going to kickstart with Tata Technologies. For those who have already watched my video on Tata Technologies, and Pooja, if you are here, please paste the link of Tata Technologies IPO here so that it will be easier for everyone to even go through the video after the live stream is over. But just to give you a quick, like 1 to 2 minutes fast recap of Tata Tech, I'm sure everyone knows about this. It's an engineering R&D company, right? So what they mean by engineering R&D, basically, if a company wants to manufacture a car, okay, I had given the same example in the video. Let's say I want to have my own RR car, but I'm not sure what will be the design. I don't know what the mechanical engineering requirement is, what the electrical engineering requirement is, any software requirements, anything and everything from start to end, right from scratch till the end, everything will be done by Tata Technologies Limited. I just have to go and turn the key. So it's as good as, I tell them I want a car for me. They'll make everything. They'll hand over the key. I'll just have to turn the key and start the car. Okay, that's what actually the concept of turnkey project means. Okay. So from start to end, that's what Tata Technology does. Typically, automobiles is their key sector, right? Good set of sales growth. Net profit margin is also 9.86. From 9.86, it has grown to 13.86. And overall, if you ask me, if I were to compare it with the peers as well, TCS and Tata Elxsi, who are a part of their group, because this was one question I got from a lot of viewers who watched that video. And I would also quickly want to clarify, there were some people who were saying that Tata Elxsi and TCS, of course, both from Tata Group, they also are into a similar business that Tata Technologies is. But I'll just try and put this in perspective. Let us say 10 things are required for an automobile, okay, from start to end. Just to give you a simple example, Tata Elxsi will not do 10 on 10. Tata Elxsi may be providing services for, let us say, 6 out of 10. TCS will be providing just 2 or 3 out of 10. Okay, but Tata Technologies provides for all 10 on 10. Okay, that's just a simple explanation. In short, Tata Elxsi and TCS provide lesser services for the automobile sector, whereas Tata Technologies will give almost all the services which are required for automobiles, right? If you were to ask me how much is the valuation for Tata Technologies, then definitely, if you are comparing the price, PE and PB, both I have discussed in the video also, so you can also watch that. But any idea on the subscription, it has already gotten oversubscribed like anything. It has gotten oversubscribed by 14.5 times. And the current GMP is around 77.6. Okay, for those who know the concept of GMP, good. But for those who don't know the concept of GMP, it's basically like how much could be the possible premium. Okay, how much could be the possible gain? Is this authentic? No. Could the actual gain vary from the GMP? Absolutely yes. Okay, so Pooja has anyways pasted the link of IPO review. Pooja, if you can just try and search up for what is grey market premium, spacebar Rachana Ranade, of course. Try and get the link of that video and also paste the link here. Okay, so going back, grey market premium shows that what could be the probable listing, but as I mentioned, it's not necessary that it has to list at the premium that the GMP is commanding, right? So that just gives us a base level of understanding. So anyways, absolutely oversubscribed. I remember reading that almost within 1 hour of the IPO opening, the entire issue got oversubscribed. So अब बस भगवान को प्रार्थना करनी है, नारियल फोड़ना है कि बस allotment मिल जाए. Okay. Well, I had also mentioned in the video that I already have 12 shares of that company. And many people had asked that how do you get it in the unlisted space. Again, I've made a separate video on how to buy unlisted shares. Okay, and you can also search anything you want to learn. Just type out that spacebar Rachana Ranade and you'll get it, right? So for example, how to buy unlisted shares or what are unlisted shares, just search that spacebar Rachana Ranade, you should be able to get the answer. And just so that I wanted to test a hypothesis that whenever you buy shares in the unlisted space, will you always get profits or not? Many of my friends told me that अरे हमेशा profit मिलेगा ही मिलेगा. But Tata Technologies came up with their issue price at quite a considerable low price, which was 500. But let's see, based on the grey market premium, what happens, whether it is honored, it is not, we'll get to know about that. Okay. So Tata Technologies, all in all, if you ask me, fundamentally, I've discussed about that absolutely in detail. I always say that whenever you're applying for any IPO, you have to check 2-3 things. First and foremost is whole fundamental analysis. See, Pooja has also pasted the link of how to invest in unlisted shares. Okay, so you can check that out. I had invested using that platform. Okay, so first and foremost, do the fundamental analysis. Typically, in fundamental analysis, you should check what is the business model. You should also try and check what are the financials, what is the potential growth. All these things will be check number 1. Number 2, you should also try and see how much is the subscription for that share. Typically, when the subscriptions are on a higher side, there are chances that you may get a listing gain. Okay, again, I'm not saying that you will get a listing gain, but that shows the overall interest of the people. Like I always say in all my Thursday live stream, this is nowhere close to a recommendation. But I would just want to tell you that that is what I check while I do the analysis. So first and foremost is fundamental analysis, no doubts on that. But followed by that, I also check the subscription status, right? So that was it about Tata Technologies. Ma'am, GMP is 895 is what Manoj GPT says. Manoj PGT. Your PGT is very difficult. The moment I read those three alphabets, it's always GPT that comes into my mind and on my tongue. But always, also one more point. GMP will keep on changing. Okay. So if you check the GMP tomorrow, it might be different. If you check even after 1 hour, that may also be different. Okay. So while I was just trying to get down some data, pull some data in the evening, at that time the GMP which I told right now was around the figure that I told, it was around 77.6% of the issue price. Okay. Now going on to the second one is Fedbank Financial Services. I'm sure everyone has heard about Federal Bank, and this company Fedbank Financial Services, that is promoted by Federal Bank. Okay. The pre-IPO stake of Federal Bank is 72.28%. So basically, you can say that Federal Bank Limited is like a holding company for Fedbank Financial Services. Okay. Now post-IPO, because they are also going to sell their shares, post-IPO, their stake is going to come down to 62.4%. Right. The name itself suggests it's Fedbank Financial Services Limited. So it's an NBFC, non-banking financial company. And what does it focus on? It focuses on retail services. Targeting whom? Targeting micro, small, medium enterprises, emerging self-employed individuals, all these people. But which type of loans do they give? They give multiple types of loans. It could be something like housing loan, SME loans, small ticket size loans, right? Loan against property typically. Or it could be unsecured business loans, gold loans. All these are given by Fedbank Financial Services. So understanding the business model of the company is very simple. It's an NBFC. It gives loans to micro, small, medium enterprises, self-employed individuals, and typically like home loan, gold loan, unsecured business loan, all these types of loans will be given. Now, when I was trying to read through the documents, the RHP, basically, one or two points that I found out, it is mentioned that in fiscal year 2023, Fedbank has the second lowest cost of borrowing amongst MSMEs. Okay, so it's simple. Let me see if you can give the answer. Okay, if their cost of borrowing is less, then dash will be high. If you have been following my channel closely, and if you have seen some videos where I've talked about analysis of banks, how do you analyze banks? In that I've mentioned, if the cost of borrowing is low, dash will be high. Your name will be featured right away on the screen if your answer is correct. If your answer is wrong, I'm not going to show you your name on the screen. It's okay. People are saying OPM will be high, profits are high. Profits is okay, but there's a typical word in the banking space. Gurinder is very close. Gurinder says margin, but again, a better word. How can NPA be high if the cost of borrowing is less? Kya baat hai? And the correct answer has been given by Rajiva CD. And the full form has been given by Rajesh. And the correct answer is net interest margin. Fantastic. Big round of applause for Rajiva for giving at least the short form, Rajesh for giving the long form, net interest margin. Now I can see Ranjit, Parth, Meet, and Kashyap. Chalo, I gave a lot of names. All these have given correct answers. Fantastic. NIM is net interest margins. Okay. If your cost of borrowing is low, then automatically the interest payout will be low, and you're going to give loans at a comparatively higher price, right? And that is the reason why ideally your NIMs, net interest margins, can be on a higher side. So it's always a good sign if your cost of borrowing is low. And for fiscal year 2023, Fedbank has the second lowest cost of borrowing. Okay. Now, if I talk about the other points, CAGR for the AUM is at around 33%, 3-year CAGR around 33% from fiscal year 2020 to 2023. That's about the AUM ka CAGR. Okay. P of the company stands at 25, whereas the industry average is 28, and PB is 3.32, whereas industry PB is 3.42. Again, today I feel like doing more and more question and answers. Okay, PE is given and PB is also given. Now, if you were to analyze banks or NBFCs, which one would you give more weightage to? Would you give more weightage to PE or would you give more weightage to PB? For those who have done my course on fundamental analysis, they should also know the answer very easily, because in my course on fundamental analysis, I have done a detailed discussion on ICICI Bank. And in that, with reasons, everything we have discussed I'm getting mixed answers, but so many mixed answers. Oh my God. Almost half are saying PE, half are saying PB. I'm specifically asking if it's a bank or NBFC, which one is to be given more weightage to. I'm not saying that it's either A or B. More weightage will be given to PB. Okay, that is price to book value. That will be given more weightage. Okay. And now if you compare PB stock versus industry, stock is 3.32 and industry PB is 3.42. Okay, marginally it is lower, right? Now if I talk about the subscription status is not that great. As I discussed this with you all, it's 0.9 times subscribed, not even fully subscribed as of now, as we discussed this over the live stream. GMP is also at just 1.43%. Okay, again, can it be different tomorrow? Absolutely yes. Okay. And if I were to also understand one or two negative points, there has been a history of non-compliance with RBI regulations. This is just one of the risks that I'm mentioning in my blog. Okay, I'll quickly share my screen so that I can also share with you all that if you want to learn I mean, of course I'm discussing the key points, okay, but if you want to read a little bit more in detail on this, where can you find the presentations? So for that, I'm just want to quickly share my screen. This is our website, right? And now if you go here to blog, you see we are going to discuss about Flair Writing as well. Here you can see Fedbank. Okay, we are also going to talk about Gandhar Oil Refineries Limited. So these are the latest IPOs. And here in Fedbank, you will see about all these, I've discussed here a little bit more in detail, okay, about the business model, industry overview. We've also discussed about some strengths, some weaknesses. So if time permits, please go through this so that you get a better hold over this. But if you see here, this is what I was referring to. These are certain legal impacts, also some RBI non-compliances that I was discussing right now. And all in all, like I mentioned, overall, as of now, the subscription doesn't look that great. And also, if I were to understand about the GMP, also is not that good right now. But of course, more and more weightage is to be given to fundamentals rather than how much is the GMP, right? Moving on to the next one, Flair Writing Industries Limited. I'm sure everyone knows about Flair. It's a pen. So basically, a company that manufactures pens, and so overall, if it's about writing, creative instrument industry, they are one of the top 3 players. Okay, I'm repeating, companies among the top 3 players in the overall writing into instruments industry. Okay, revenue almost 915 crores in financial year 23, and the market share is barely 9%. Okay, the company also sells their products under brands like Flair brand, Hauser, if you have heard about, Pierre Cardin, I'm sure many of you might have heard about. And recently they also introduced Zoox, Zoox, as a brand. Financials, revenue growth is around 77.86%, EBITDA margin at 19.47%, net profit margin is 12.53%. Okay, ROCE, ROE both look good at 31%, 31.24, 31.17 respectively. PE stands at 24, but industry PE is at 45. Okay, chalo, I want everyone to tell me if it's only about PE, only PE. Company PE is at 24 and industry PE is at 45. Then does this look overvalued or undervalued based only and only on this point about PE versus industry PE? Kya baat hai? Pooja has pasted all the links of the blogs. Fantastic. Quickly, I want everyone's answer, undervalued or overvalued, only if I'm checking PE. Okay, undervalued. Meet says undervalued. Bhavna says undervalued. Kya baat hai? Jinesh says undervalued. Fantastic. Chalo, I got a lot of answers. Many more people have also answered. Just want to quickly, just sort of, marking off 3, 4. Is there some risk? Absolutely yes. Major risk of competition is from unorganized and organized players in the industry. And if I'm talking about the subscription, 6.23 times subscribed till now, and GMP is around 24.67. Okay. Talking about the last one, which is Gandhar Oil Refineries Limited. To be honest, when I was reading about this oil refinery, I was under the impression that something truly related to refineries. But it is mentioned that the company is a manufacturer of white oil that caters to consumer and healthcare industry. Okay. Now, what is this white oil? So for that, again, I try to go a little bit deep, and of course, very clearly mentioned in the prospectus. Three major divisions, three major business divisions. One is PHPO. PHPO means personal care, healthcare, and performance oils. Okay. So typically, product categories can be white oil or waxes, jellies. Okay. So even it is given that a lot of beauty and makeup, personal care, typically they may have a lot of this products like the product that the company manufactures, which is white oil. Okay, wax, jellies, all these. Lubricants also they manufacture, that is from the automotive oil and industrial oils category, and process and insulating oils, that is PIO, transformer oils and rubber processing oils. Okay. Uh, which companies does this company cater to? Typically, now if you recollect this, personal care, healthcare, lubricants, majority of them will be like FMCGs, especially if it's personal care. And of course, maximum revenue of the company also comes from the PHPO segment. Okay, so the company has served over 3,500 clients, serves almost 3,500 plus clients, including big clients like P&G, Unilever, Marico, Dabur, NQ, Patanjali Ayurved, Bajaj Consumer Care, Emami, and Amrutanjan Healthcare, right? So all renowned customers is what I can say. Even the global specialty oil market is expected to grow at a CAGR of 3.5%, but Indian specialty oil market is expected to grow at 4.9%. But please understand, the moment it's about oil, be a bit careful. If it's about specialty oil, sometimes the fluctuations in the raw material prices can dampen the profits of the company as well. Uh, P ratio of the company stands at 7.1, but industry P is at 52.65. Okay, this is as per again the prospectus. And currently, as I discussed with you all in the live stream, IPO is subscribed at 15.36 and current GMP is at 44.38. So, just to quickly summarize the 3-4 IPOs that we discussed today, we did talk about Tata Technologies, Fedbank, Flair, and Gandhar. If you were to choose the top two, okay, or maybe the best as per the fundamentals, so Rajesh is saying one of their peer companies is Savita Oil. Okay, PNG like clients, absolutely. Uh, which one would you rate as number one? I would want to know your sentiments as well. Which one would be your first choice? Okay, Murli is saying Tata and Gandhar. Jinesh is also saying Tata and Gandhar. Ranjit is also saying Tata and Gandhar. Parth Tata Tech. Gandhari nahi re baba. Gandhar is from Mahabharat. Tata Tech, Flair and Tata Tech, Flair and Gandhar Oil. Okay, Tata, no doubt. Okay, Tata Tech and IREDA. IREDA, though we have not discussed that, already closed. Bhavna says Tata Technologies for sure because of goodwill and fundamentals. Tata Tech and Gandhar. Okay. अलॉटमेंट तो कोई कोई नहीं बोल सकता अनलेस एंड अनटिल आप बहुत ही आपका कनेक्ट है भगवान से कि बस भगवान जी दिला दो बस ओके बट यस आई थिंक almost everyone. Raman is a member for 33 months. Nice. Raman is also saying Tata. Fantastic. So I think Tata seems to be the clear choice, and second choice seems to be of Gandhar Oil. Nice. See, I mean, that has been the main intent of our channel, right? Rather than me telling you every single time, because you all are also replying. And see, no one can read each other's comments until and unless I am. So of course, you can see that in the live stream, but all these are actually coming like parallel answers, like fat. It's not like someone is reading the other answers and then typing. Almost a lot have given Tata Tech and Gandhar as the first and second choice. Even Flair has come up as an answer by many people. Good. Best way to get IPO. Om Tata. Om Tata ya namaha. Oh. क्या बात है. Om Tata ya namaha. Nice. What was that? Bias. CRR did a video on Women's Day, REC, which turned out to be multi-bagger. No video on International Men's Day 9. Acha, there was international. I didn't know about it. Anjit ji, no offenses. I respect men and women equally. Okay, no doubts on that. So, but I'm so sorry, I did not know that International Men's Day is celebrated on 19th November. Uh, REC became a multi-bagger. I mean, I'm very happy about that. And not only on Women's Day, we have discussed this so many times, right? But we'll try and make a different video for belated International Men's Day. No worries. Okay. Right. Fantastic. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This is a multi-bagger comment. $1 million comment. Best way to get IPO allocation, like करा रे. क्या बात है? Those people who like this video, they will have better chances of allotment. क्या बात है? क्या बात है? One of the best comments till now. All right. Fantastic, fantastic. So, I hope everyone has understood, at least have gotten a glimpse of all these 4 IPOs, because even I was not sure that how many videos am I going to make. If you are following me on Instagram, yesterday I did a video on IREDA, and I did just a reel, basically, not even a video. And that was also taken very nicely by everyone. But then today I thought I should at least try and do a quick summary of all these 4 videos, of all these 4 companies. Plus, as I mentioned, the links of those blogs are also mentioned here. Hemanji, thank you for the super sticker as always. Right? Okay. क्या बात है. Parth is saying, I liked the video as soon as I got the notification in the afternoon only because Sierra rocks. Ew. Okay. Chalo. So, you want me to discuss Nifty levels quickly? Yes or no? Give me a quick yes or no. You want Nifty levels or should we stop? Ravi is saying 2 years and 7 months membership. क्या बात है? Parth is saying, ma'am, should we wait for Tata Tech price discovery to happen, or should I invest on the day of listing for quick gains if I don't get the allotment? That depends actually. But what can one? I mean, what I plan to do is, if I don't get the allotment, which I feel I will not get because it's going to get crazily oversubscribed. Of course, I want to use all the possible demat accounts to apply, but if I don't get it, I may think of buying it on the listing day. Not entire quantity, obviously not. As always, right? 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, 1/5 can be done, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Again, like I always say, just because I'm going to do doesn't mean you all have to do that. Not a stock recommendation, of course, but that is what I may do on the day of listing. If I don't get any allotment on the day of listing, I may buy some quantity, not 100%. So yes, that is what I'm going to do. Everyone is saying Nifty levels, obviously without that life can't be ended. Okay. Right. Chalo. So and like always, we have to start with the revision. Last Thursday, if you remember, we had said that we had क्या बात है. Okay, Jubin has given a quick sum up. Nifty set to rise up to 20,000 levels. That is what we were discussing previous Thursday. Could it go up to 20,000 level? But having said that, we had also discussed 16,000. Not 16,000. 19,600 to 19,800. Okay, 19,600 to 19,800 is what we had discussed. We had also checked out the open interest that was being built up, and based on that, if you remember, Nifty. Let me just quickly pull up the screen. Okay, we have drawn this so many number of times, and if you remember, 19,600 was the R1. This is last Thursday, 16th of November, right? And I said, I don't see it breaking out and just going beyond. This is the last Thursday's line, okay? And I said maybe may consolidate, may go a little bit sideways, and I'm happy that it is going a little bit sideways. It has to consolidate as well. More and more it consolidates, better are the chances of a further upward trend, right? So as of now, you can see it's consolidating around that range, and a big barrier 19,850 to 19,009. So this range is a choking range right now. It's not able to cross that. Tried to cross that on previous Thursday. I mean, today also it tried to cross that, did not. So it's getting a little bit choked at 19,850, 19,900. Okay. Now, if I were to check the basic points, okay, like if I were to just quickly pull out Super trend is absolutely in bullish right now, bullish phase right now. Acha, if you ask me what is the overall direction is easily bullish. Okay, why? If you remember, why had we drawn this line? This was the previous high, correct? High, low, high, low. This is the intermittent high, and if this high is breached, then I can say it's ready for the next move. It has to breach, it has to stay above that, and then it can go to the next move. Acha, even I'll tell you one interesting point. We have been zooming this in, and we have been looking at this since last many Thursdays. Shall we zoom out today? We'll do something fun today. We'll zoom out. I know this is going to feel like crazy. Okay, I've zoomed out. Now I want you all to focus. Where can I get a rectangle? I generally don't draw rectangles. Okay. I want you all to focus on this area. Okay, I've zoomed out right now. Can you see some pattern here? I'll close this also. I'll close this for the time being. Just focus on this. I've zoomed out. Zoom it in a little bit. Little bit. Can you see some pattern? I can't see the comments right now because I'm on a full screen on TradingView. We'll wait for another 5-10 seconds and then we'll check the comments. Ready? 10 seconds are over. Okay. Oh, and so many answers already. Kya baat hai? We'll quickly show the answers. Up flag, flag and pole, pole and flag, pole and flag, flag and pole, flag. Flag pattern, flag, flag, flag. Kya baat hai? Pro, everyone is pro, yaar. Why are we taking Thursday live streams? Everyone is pro, everyone knows. Kya baat hai? I'm so happy. A teacher is always happy when students give correct answers. Kya baat hai? Kya baat hai? Answer is correct. And then if you try and just check, of course this is not going to happen in one day, this is not going to happen in 1 month, it'll take a long time. Okay, but just for you to get a feel good factor, okay, I'll just delete this for a second. So for those who did not understand, this is where the uptrend has started roughly. Okay, this is like a flag and pole. Typically, if you were to check the target on a conservative basis, that will happen from the lower side of the cloth on a conservative basis. Still it comes to 22,900. And if I were to take it from the upper end of the flag, 23,800. Okay, 23-24,000 ke beech mein aa raha hai. But it's not going to happen immediately, no doubts on that. It will not happen immediately. But it feels good if we see such targets coming up on Nifty. Will happen someday, no doubts on that. My target is very high on Nifty till 2030, right? But as of now, I hope you have understood this is the important line, which is the previous high. This needs to be broken. If this is broken, I think we can try and go back to the all-time highs. Okay, 50 days moving average is around a similar level, which is the low, and we are still pretty much above that. If you were to check even the 9 days moving average, we are still above that, and 9-day has cut the 50-day mark. It's a bullish crossover as well. I think 200 days is going to be very low. No, uska to koi sambandh hi nahi hai, sawal hi nahi aa raha hai. All in all, if you ask me, trend is intact, nothing much to worry. We'll also quickly check the option chain, and for option chain, you can just, I'm sorry, we'll just check the 30th November data. And for 30th November, if I just go down, here you will see all these choking levels. 1,04,000 open interest at 19,800, 19,900, again 1,09,500. At 20,000, again 1,27,000. At 20,100, again 1,01,000. So every 100 points move and you're going to see 1 lakh ka open interest. Okay, but something very interesting, at 20,300 today, I could see a lot of open interest being built up here. This is the highest open interest, 62,202. This is the highest open interest being built up here at 20,300. So maybe if these levels are taken out, na, if this level is taken out, our choking zone, so it indicates that from here the move can be fast. Okay, but too early to say anything about this. Plus, be aware, this Thursday, which is going to be the 30th, it's going to be the last expiry for this month. This is going to be the monthly expiry, right? And monthly expiry will be typically a little bit more volatile than other weekly expiries. So be careful whenever you're trading. So that's what I wanted to tell. Once that 19,850, 900 is taken out, then 20,000 to ऐसे ही आएगा within no time. And if that is also taken out, then you can see, always understand this. If call open interest is so high, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, you can see 2, 3. So at 19,900, 20,000, 20,100, it was 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh. Call side open interest. If one level is taken out, they are trapped. Second level is taken out, all are I mean, they'll either square off their position, they'll try to roll over to the next level. Here also, if they are not able to do it again, so more and more it starts going up, more and more people get trapped, and that is where the unwinding or squaring off will happen, and that may help the market to take it higher and higher, right? So it will be really interesting to see where Nifty closes. But I again cannot this down. 19,900 is the factor, is the choke point that needs to be taken out. 19,850 to be precise, 19,900, sorry, 19,845 to be precise, 19,845. If it closes above that, wow, we can, then I'll say just looking like a wow. Okay, so we'll have to check that out carefully. Okay, anything else? Any quick questions? Oh, Rajesh is saying teacher makes students to become pro. Kya baat hai? And for those who, I can see a lot of people are joining memberships, but this is for everyone. Definitely, you should consider joining the pro investor level membership, because that is where you will understand how to analyze companies from different sectors. Okay, I try and make it a point to analyze one company from different sector. Okay, we have discussed so many sectors till date, right? From hotels to cement to other infra to specialty chemicals to banking to automobiles. So many sectors we have covered till date. But always keep on trying my best to cover more and more sectors, different types of companies. We learn different terminologies in different videos, so it's fun to learn new things. So you can definitely consider joining the pro investor membership, and that is the link that Pooja has pasted for you all. So that's how you can definitely consider gaining more and more knowledge. And the best part is that once you enroll for the pro investor membership, you get an access to all the previous videos as well. So for example, pro investor membership, if you're taking on our website, it's just a 12-month subscription, a 1-year subscription. But I have covered videos from 2020. So 2020 ke 12 companies, 2021 ke 12 companies, one per month, na? 22 ke 12 companies, 23 ke 12 companies. So you'll get almost 48 to 50 company analysis with that one pro investor membership. So it's worth investing in that knowledge. You will get to learn about so many companies in absolute detail, the business model of the company, the industry analysis, financials, everything. Okay. All right. Please make one important video on consumer loan credit bubble, which is for me. Okay. We'll consider that. Sure. Ma'am, RateGain Tech has fallen below 13 EMA on daily basis. Is it good time to exit? I've bought around 300. Kya baat hai? Today was there some news in RateGain? Because today I remember seeing it crashed by quite a bit. I think 7-8%. Let me just check. 8%. RateGain has crashed 8% today. Where is the pivot level for RateGain? It is at R1 right now, 659. R1, if that is also broken, then where is the 50 days moving average? Is at 632. Depends. I mean, if you have bought at 300, see what I used to do. You're just saying forget everything else till this. Your target for buy Nifty 2030. I'll tell that. Don't worry. Shubham, you know what I used to do? See, for you, for example, you bought more than double. Okay. When any of my investment gets doubled, I sell the number of shares. So basically, I sell half the number of shares, right? So for example, if I bought 20 shares, okay, and the rate goes from 100 to 200, so what I do, I take out my principal. 10 shares, I'll sell off. Okay, so basically, I'll get my principal back. Now, whatever has been reinvested, that is just the profit. I'll keep on enjoying the profits. So, Shubham, तुम्हारे profit पे नजर है लोगों की. Tashu is saying he's in good profits. He wants party from you, Tashu. So that is one way that can be done. Okay. And my target for Nifty 20 till Nifty 2030, 40,000. I'm not joking. I'm not joking at all. Till 2030, my target is 40,000 for Nifty. क्या बात है? Rajesh is saying I did the same recently in REC, exited at 337. Good. So everyone has to have their own strategy. You can book some profit. You can try and re-enter maybe if you get a good level. Depends on your own strategy. Now I'll tell you. Now that he booked profit, I'm sure he might have booked some good profit at 337. But now the human mentality, human psyche. Arey, but it closed at 340. Oh my God, my loss of profit is 3 rupees multiplied by X number of shares. Don't think about that. You enjoyed the profit. Good. Enjoy it. Try and see what could be the lower levels. If you want, you can re-enter if you feel it's a fundamentally strong stock. Okay, don't cry about whatever profit has been lost. Okay, so enjoy the profits that you get. All right. Okay, I think almost done. Almost all the comments which I want to answer. Manoj is saying, ma'am, do you think Tata Motors will come down after Tata Tech listing? Why? I don't see any reason for that. In fact, Tata Motors is selling shares. OFS में Tata Motors is one of the key shareholders. So for OFS people, I mean that's going to be a realized gain for them, right? So I don't see any reason why Tata Motors should come down after the listing. क्या बात है? Rajesh is saying he bought at 118. क्या बात है? क्या बात है? Very happy for you. Okay, it's 10:15. Almost 45 minutes into the session. It was lovely talking to you all. As always, and ma'am, my super chat, please. Which one, Manish? I couldn't see that. No super chats, and by the way, all chats are same. Super chats I have disabled already. Manish, if you want to quickly repaste that in the comment section, would quickly check that. Tashu is saying bye bye. 40K is conservative, as rule of 72 suggests. Nifty has grown at 10.28%. Nifty grows at 14%. 40K will be hit by 2028. I'll tell you, right now it is at 20K, right? And Nifty has not grown at 10.28. It has grown around 11.4 something. Okay, so let me round it off to 12. Okay, now that he has given his answer, now let me give my answer with reason. Okay, there is something known as rule of 72. 72 divided by rate gives you the number of years in which money will double, right? Nifty has grown at a rate of 11.4 or 11.6% CAGR since inception. If I were to round it off to 12, okay, so 72 divided by 12, how much? 6. We are almost at the beginning of 24. So 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And 1 year, I'm just saying, 1 year here and there, if there is some jerk, there is some bolt, still 1 year, I'm just taking as a safer side, it should double by that. Okay, so 20,000 ka 40,000 easily hona chahiye is what I feel, and that is the rule of 72 for you, and I hope you have understood the logic for that as well. All right, Bhavna says, can you make some video on forex trading? No, I've never done forex trading, so I'm not the right person to do any videos on that. Okay. All right, I think almost all whatever questions I was able to take. I hope you enjoyed for IPOs today, plus Nifty levels, plus my Nifty target for 2030. A lot of points discussed. Piyush says thanks for the logic. Thank you, thank you. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.